I'm not good at actively thinking when I'm dancing or fighting. So I'd rather just have somebody kind of in my corner telling me exactly what to do. Hey, welcome back. I actually did end up being able to get to the grocery store today after the gym, so I'm gonna start cooking. I've been inspired to step up my meal planning quite a bit, so let me just show you guys what I'm working with. First things first, I got the oven preheating. I'm gonna make some rice with bone broth this time. I don't know how good that's gonna be, and I got some cilantro too. So I got the cilantro, got the frozen vegetables. I got green beans, which I don't think I'm gonna cook. I think I'm just gonna eat them raw, see how they go. If it's terrible, I'll saute them with some oil. Got this steak, 20 bucks, 3 steaks. The color looks pretty good. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and make that today too. And I got this rotisserie chicken on sale. So that was $5.99. Should be a nice chill meal prep day today. Just got back from Irvine and I'm exhausted. I didn't think I was gonna actually have time to cook this week, but ended up working from home today, so it worked out great. So yeah, my daughter is in California for a few more days, so I won't be seeing her as much this week, but I am very excited for her to come back. We're gonna get back to it with dance classes. But yeah, I had a productive day today. I got to go to the gym, hit chest, and yeah, this is so much cilantro. Like, I don't think I'm gonna use all of it. Caught up on some Invincible season 3 I'm on, which I think that's pretty far behind, but I'm trying to catch up. Some parts of it kind of drags, but yeah, this is so much cilantro. I do think I'm gonna chop it all up, just cause, it's $1, so it's like not that bad. But let me just chop it up, put it in a Tupperware, and then maybe I'll find a different use case for it. So yeah, what I think I'm gonna do with the rice is I'm gonna do a cup of rice like I always do. Shoot, that could have been so bad. I'm gonna just throw in some cilantro in here. The chopped goodness. That's a lot of cilantro. Frick me. Whatever. Guess we're eating extra cilantro. And then I'm gonna do 1 cup of water and then 1 cup of bone broth. And I think the reason why I decided to do this is because you get 10 grams of protein for just 1 cup for 45 calories. Like, that's freaking absurd, dude. You can only imagine, right? If I'm infusing my rice with this protein goodness, I don't know if that's how that actually works or how it translates. But yeah, here we go. It's got my rice in there. Gonna start that up. All right. Meal prep is going great so far. I'm clearly not good at this. But yeah, it's been a lot of me in California, and we went to Disneyland a few times, so unfortunately my diet was kind of all over the place this past week, which I don't regret at all, by the way. It's freaking awesome. But got to get back to it this week. I'm trying to cut this next few weeks just to get back into the groove of things. I do find it a lot easier to dance and fight when I am a little lighter. So, my energy's been pretty good as I'm cutting. So I think I'm just gonna continue to cut. Nice little pause there. So I was talking to one of my friends today in our group chat, and we were just kind of talking about how the way I approach dance and fighting. I kind of like operate with my brain off. I've come to realize that I just work a lot better when I have a coach. It's just nice to turn my brain off after a long day at work. You know, I'm an adult. You know, I work and I make good money. So I've just been thinking, now that I've realized, like, you know, I operate better with like formal instruction, that I should approach things that I want to improve on with that mindset, you know? Like getting formal instruction in a lot of my hobbies. Because I'm getting older, I don't have time to kind of toil and to like figure things out for myself all the time. And nor do I want to use all my brain power doing that. And so, yeah, I've just been thinking about certain aspects that I want to improve on. And one of those things is like mobility. And so I have a friend who is a physical therapy student and kind of working their way up to getting their physical therapy license. And I hit him up and I was like, hey, like, do you think we could work together one-on-one? And he said he's down. So we're just kind of figuring out rates and stuff, but I was so excited about that. And then the same thing with, you know, doing MMA and Muay Thai. Like, I think I'm just gonna try to figure out like more one-on-one situations there. Breaking is a little different. I feel like for breaking, I kind of enjoy wasting time in breaking, if that makes sense, learning stuff. But it is a little discouraging when I'm like trying to improve and, you know, I plateau or I hit a point where I don't feel like I'm really improving that much. So I don't know. There's really not that many private breaking instructors out there. So yeah, I'm considering it, but I don't even know who I would really go to. So now that I have my rotisserie chickens all separated, it's time to do the steak and the chicken. So y'all already know what it is. I've been doing the chicken thigh thing for weeks now. It ain't really nothing too special. This one was $3. Oh my God, that's so cheap. For 4 chicken thighs, that's pretty amazing. If you're on a budget, like for groceries and stuff, you know, there's definitely ways to get by. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but because I do be splurging on stuff, but yeah, like just seeing how cheap the chicken thighs are, it's pretty nuts. Oh, I picked up this soul seasoning, which is supposed to be it's actually a mix of everything I've been using individually. And I was like, let me just expedite this process a little bit. I do think I still want to use some extra salt, so I'm gonna flip these bad boys around real quick and get some salt in them. So yeah, I found that like generally when I want to get better at something, you know, I have a lot of drive. I'll get like hyper fixated, and then I'll really like dive super deep into that kind of into the stuff that I'm into. Like as I get older, you know, I don't really have as much time. And I say older, but it's really just because I work 9 to 5. It takes up a lot of energy, you know. All right, so these are going in, as you know, 52 minutes. And I need to know what time it is. It's 9 o'clock on the dot, so perfect. I tend to get very competitive about things that I care about. So if I don't care about something, or like I'm not that engaged with it, like I'm okay with not being good at it. But when I really like something, I feel like I'm always striving to be like the best possible, for good or for bad. And yeah, maybe taking private lessons for everything is not the right way to do things, but you know, I'm Asian. Like most of my life I grew up with like people saying like, oh, if you really want to get good at something, you should probably get a private instructor. So it's not a foreign concept to me. It's just foreign in the sense that like getting private instructors for like all your hobbies and all the things that you want to accomplish is kind of, you know, where's the line, right? Like, where do you say, hey, you know, part of the enjoyment of the process is like learning and discovering things on your own, right? And I think that's the balance I'm trying to achieve. Is like, yes, you know, I want to improve on my own and discover myself through the process, but I just don't have time to be like bad at stuff that I care about, you know. It's just that competitive nature in me. It actually feels worse for me when I don't like do well, or I'm like, I feel like I'm in a plateau. So I think it's worth the investment. And you know, as I get older, like time is so valuable. Like I just don't want to lose any time if I don't have to. I've been using this steak seasoning for my steaks, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sear both sides real quick, and then throw them into the oven as well, but not for nearly as long as the chicken. So this is just olive oil, just for a quick sear on both sides. So yep, I have olive oil cooking on this pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw these steaks on there really quickly, move them back onto the rack, and then throw them underneath for a good like 5-10 minutes. Should be pretty quick. Sheesh! Woo! Smells so good. It's a lot of steak for $20, to be honest. Oof. Got the shit going in the oven. So yeah, just to wrap up my thoughts about how competitive I have become. I mean, honestly, I think that being new at something is a blessing too. There's like an excitement to it when you try something out and you're not that good at it, but you are taking a risk and trying something and being uncomfortable and putting yourself out there. And I think that's awesome. Yeah, and I guess the construction of time is, you know, kind of relevant to getting older and feeling like you're on a physical decline. You know, there's definitely days where I feel way more tired than I used to be when I was younger. And I just have to manage my stamina better. And because I have so many different commitments that I have going on, at this point, starting brand new at something or taking the long way and doing the road of self-discovery doesn't seem as appealing to me. But maybe I'm missing the plot, you know, maybe it's not about being good, maybe it's not about being competitive, and I just need to lock in and challenge myself. But you know, it's ironic because even if I do private instruction, get a tutor, get help for mobility, and hire people for that, at the end of the day, if that doesn't work for me either, then I could always just go back and redo that process again, you know, of learning and trying new things and being new at it, or having to take the long road to get better. So I'll let you guys know how that works. But for me, I'm realizing now that like I have a limited brain capacity for trying stuff and failing at it. And I'm not good at actively thinking when I'm dancing or fighting. So I'd rather just have somebody kind of in my corner telling me exactly what to do. And that applies for a lot of different aspects of my life. Just not in my creative thinking era. Everyone's different, you know, everyone learns differently. So who knows? We'll see what happens. But I'll let you guys know how I'm progressing through building my skills. And you know, I improved on cooking by myself, right? So I mean, it's not by a long mile, but like my meal prep has definitely gone up. So maybe I could apply the same to different facilities in my life. And you know, yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. But thanks for tuning in this week. Yeah, so really quick recap, I guess, before I'm gonna come back and take photos of everything. Got these rotisserie chickens, got the steak, got the chicken, and got the rice with the bone broth and the cilantro, which is new stuff, new cooking, new me, locking in for these gains, for these high protein, low fat meals.